This don't surprise me that Ryan Garcia is talking about that he's retired and he's not going to stand up for his fate in 48 hours. Everybody's been protecting him. We know these couple channels, Ego and Showbizz. You seem to celebrate guys on drugs in the ring.
The morning after. Look! 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 Listen, Bill, that's some diabolical work, Bill. Let me sit down. I'm not protecting Ryan Garcia, brother. I'm not the New York State Athletic Commission, brother. It's just that I think Ryan Garcia popped for Ostarine, but he didn't take it intentionally. If you don't understand, Bill, it's like that shit in your beard. It's there.
Ego and Showbizz.
But it's there unintentionally. I'm willing to argue you didn't mean for your beard to pop for lint ball or whatever that's in your beard. Same shit. Listen, Bill, it is rich that you don't understand this because you are very close with Alicia Baumgardner.
Keep your advice. If you ain't did nothing, you a queen. You know what I'm saying? Don't even give me no excuse.
And Alicia just popped for 2 banned substances. Not 1, 2.
Undisputed junior lightweight champion Alicia Baumgardner has tested positive for 2 banned substances, misterolone and methanolone, during a voluntary anti-doping test ahead of her unanimous decision victory over Christina Linardatu on July 15th. Now, Baumgardner has denied taking any illegal or banned substances, and an investigation is underway.
And that girl beat the case like OJ. Why? Because by looking at all the evidence that she presented, she popped, but she didn't consume the PEDs intentionally.
Based on the adverse finding in Ms. Baumgardner's A sample, and considering all factors both sides presented, the WBC arrived at the conclusion that there was no conclusive justification to reject the accuracy of the adverse finding based on the evidence and arguments, the response, and supplemental information presented. That same evidence and arguments do not conclusively support Ms. Baumgardner's intentional ingestion of misterolone for performance enhancement purposes. Accordingly, the WBC found Ms. Baumgardner not guilty.
So her suspension was lifted and she was put on probation for 1 year.
In addition, the WBC is ruling that 1, the accuracy of the validity of the adverse finding justifies placing Ms. Baumgardner on probation for 1 year from the date the sample that yielded the adverse finding was collected, or until July 12, 2024.
Bill, that's how I feel about Ryan Garcia. Hold on, let me lean back on you. Let me lean back on you. Look, due to the evidence of he popped, but how little of amount he popped for, 6 billionth of a gram, he wouldn't been able to have any performance enhancement due to 6 billionth of a gram. So the amount he popped for, him passing all his tests, VADA tests leading up to it, his hair sample test coming back clean, USADA saying that dietary supplements are popping for Ostarine like gangbusters.
Hello, I'm Travis Tigert from USADA. We've issued an athlete advisory. It's actually a dietary supplement warning about a group of drugs that we're finding in a lot of dietary supplements known as SARMs. They're prohibited in sport and include names like Ostarine, and include names like Ostarine. We think it's being intentionally put in dietary supplements, maybe through contamination as well.
Then his supplements actually pops dirty. Margaret Goodman from VADA, she releases the statement that his supplements officially truly pop dirty. And and you got to take this into account. Who found Alicia Baumgardner not guilty was the WBC. And who's going to be advising the New York State Athletic Commission for this hearing? The WBC.
Right now, we're all looking at New York. And from what I'm hearing, the WBC is they're saying, we are going to work with New York. But Mauricio Suleiman, I love you, baby, but who are you going to work with in New York when there's not a complete commission there?
So I'm thinking they're going to have to stay consistent with the Alicia Baumgardner case. They're going to, go through all their provisions and procedures, and they're going to look at all the evidence presented by Team Ryan Garcia. And I'm suspecting that he would be found not guilty. Now, I don't know the penalty. I don't know if he's going to be suspended for a couple months, but regardless, the penalty starts from when he popped, and that's April 20th. I don't know if they're still going to overrule the decision, and I don't know if his suspension is going to be lifted. They're not going to change the decision, and he just be put on probation like Alicia Baumgardner. Either way, I'm thinking they have to stay consistent, and I think that would be the righteous thing to do. Now, Bill, love you like a play cousin. Love you, boy. All right. You going out there and saying that I'm protecting Ryan Garcia is diabolical. With that said, Ryan Garcia, he has announced his retirement. And to that, I'm going to say this. Retire. I'm sick and tired of y'all fighters saying, Devin Haney, I'm gone for 2 years. Make sure you're gone for 2 years. Shakur Stevenson, I'm retired. And then come back. You should stay retired. Ryan Garcia, I'm retired. If y'all going to retire, retire. All right, all of y'all. And honestly, y'all all got that from Teofimo Lopez when he retired. And he retired for reasons I actually understand. The guy felt that he was worth more money. And here's the thing. If y'all going to say that y'all retired, man. You know what I mean? The reaction, to try to get the reaction of everybody saying, please don't retire, I just feel like y'all just pouting. Either retire or not. Don't say, be like Floyd. Floyd said, I'm retired, and the guy was gone. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments below. Showbizz, the ruling's not going to be until, I think, later this week or next week, and I'll do a video then. But I had to respond to my boy Bill. I'm out.